Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Australian Masters 40 Plus, brought to you by Australia Pickleball Tournaments. We are currently watching the Open Men's semi-final. We're playing one game to 15, win by 2. We've just got the official Jack just running through the rules at the moment. We will have Gordon Watson pairing up with Michael Johnson versus Jamie Sarton and Dean Potgeta. We're just doing the formalities at the moment. The referee's about to do the toss.
It's a cool last name.
Yeah.
Potgeta.
There's that South African contingency you were talking
Yeah,
about.
Ellen was running around earlier.
She done some recruiting, has she?
Yeah, well, I saw Darren Gooch as well in the house, so another Safa ready to dominate the courts. I don't know if the Ritzers are here, Caroline and Ryan.
I haven't seen them.
They might be tuning in and watching. The gentlemen are having a bit of a warm-up.
It's a hot day down here in Beenleigh. We're hoping that the sun will soon sort of settle down a little bit, but it seems to be staying around that 32 degrees, Dylan.
Yeah, if anything, I reckon it's going to stay like this throughout until night time. It's a bit of a toasty one at the moment out on the courts. It was a bit of our semi-final.
Fortunately for Dylan and I, our commentary booth today's up nice and high. We've got a nice little breeze coming through.
And the cool beverages are flowing. We've just jumped into the cool aircon down on the bistro on the road. Had a good chat to AJ and Kyle from the Beenleigh Tennis here. Just had a chat to their expectations of pickleball and how it's all going. And they're very pleased with this event. Over 300 players. It's been a wonderful turnout.
Yeah, I must say the whole event so far has been fantastic. And if you haven't been down to the Pickleball Centre here at Beenleigh, you should pop on down. There's an air-conditioned bistro. There's great facilities. It's just fantastic. It's my first time here, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself so far.
As someone who, used to run sessions here way back in the day, it is nice to come back to Beenleigh. They've got 7 purpose-built courts, as well as a bunch of hard-court tennis courts as well. So obviously they have the capabilities and the space to be able to hold so many courts for our pickleball events. We can see here we're playing on the tape lines with the pickle net, portable nets as well, but utilising the rebound surface of a tennis court is really nice to play on. My understanding is it is the preferred surface for most players here in Australia, besides our friends that play indoors.
Which is not me. I'm an outdoor kind of gal. What about yourself, Dylan? What do you prefer, indoors or outdoors?
Well, it's interesting because I used to be president of Morayfield Pickleball Club, and they're based indoors. So I coach a lot of new players. I will say coaching new players is really easy indoors because the ball bounces a bit higher and it's a bit slower in the air. But then I was director of pickleball at both Pure Pickleball and Focus Pickleball Redcliffe, which are 2 outdoor venues. So, I've had my fair share of both. It's funny that you prefer outdoors because back in the day, Sunny Coast was only an indoor scene.
Oh, down at Sunshine Coast?
Up at Sunshine Coast,
Caloundra? Right.
Well, no. So, Noosa was, the big club for a long time. It was always an indoor
That's right, at the
indoor
Leisure
tournaments.
Centre there, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now it's, you got KT up there, and Noosa even have their own outdoor facilities now as well. So.
Oh, at the Olive?
Yep.
Now, this is going to be a really interesting matchup here. We haven't, Jamie Sarton and Dean Potgeta, they were in Pool 2, so we haven't seen any of the Pool 2 action as yet. But I do know Jamie's game quite well, and he's very quick. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes through. And just a reminder, everyone, the semi-final action, we're playing to 15, win by 2.
Yeah, I was in New Zealand last weekend with Jamie, and he seemed to, enjoy himself over there. But he did play on an indoor surface. And no wind.
No wind, yeah.
So I do wonder how he'll have to quickly recalibrate for this kind of environment.
Well, he's got a big smile on his dial there, and I think all players are pretty happy at the moment.
Yeah.
Despite the heat, we've had a wonderful morning and early afternoon, and look forward to some serious finals action.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun thus far. I think everyone's, if anything, we're almost starting to wind down, which is crazy. It's only 3 o'clock. But we do have our medals for the Opens coming up, and then I'll have to find out who else we're broadcasting. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we're getting to the pointy end of the stick of the tournament today.
Well, I know that the 50 plus 4.0 and above, I think there's about 7 teams in that, so we might see some of that action on main court. Just see how the day runs.
That'll be the goal, and it looks like our players are ready to get started.
Here we go, and closest to the camera, serving we have Gordon Watson and Michael Johnson. Receiving, Dan Potier and Jamie Sarton.
I reckon you've given him about 4 different abbreviations of his last name. It's hard being a commentator.
Look, I've still got jet lag. Give me a break, okay? I've been in Mumbai for a month. Got home yesterday morning.
Oh, I bet they were easy last names to pronounce.
There's certainly no South African names.
Yeah, a lot of syllables.
Ooh. In previous matches, we've seen Michael Johnson be quite aggressive. So it'll be interesting to see how Jamie and Dean handle this one. Because I know Jamie's a bit of a reset king.
Yeah, he does enjoy a drive as well, Jamie. Gets a lot of whip on the ball. It's good to have Jamie out on the court. He's been a long-time stalwart of the Australian pickleball scene, played a lot of tournaments.
Well, this, including the 40 plus, has been a real opener for a lot of those players. Traditionally, ladies and gentlemen at home, if you're just tuning in for the first time, this particular tournament's been based on 50 plus, but this year we've opened it up to the 40 plus. Oh, Mr. Watson in the house with an ATP, ladies and gentlemen. And he's very happy with himself there.
Okay, Gordon. That's one way to get a game going, my goodness.
That's on the highlight reel.
Yeah, the Northern Crocs captain getting snappy. Beautiful shot down the right side, ATP, yes indeed.
What a snappy chappy. I don't think Jamie knew what hit him then. Oh.
Well, it was a great shot.
It was a fantastic shot.
The angle was perfect.
He's not taking it that time.
Nope. See, Jamie's using that Proton paddle. I had a chat to him about these particular paddles recently, and he gave a very positive overview of it. Proton is sort of a newer pickleball entering the Australian pickleball scene. They're obviously an older brand. They've been around for a long time, but new to the Australian scene and really starting to make a splash over here.
That ball goes wide.
And that hits the paddle.
Just a reminder too that the winner of this match will go straight through to the gold medal playoff, and the loser will go through to the bronze medal match off. Oh, that's a lovely put away there by Dean.
Yeah, Podkites are really playing that crashing play style, forcing the pop-up, easy put away.
So Dean and Jamie came second in their pool 2, playing Gordon and Michael, who won their pool. Traditionally what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is when you have 2 pools, the winner of pool 1 will play the second place of pool 2. The second place of pool 2 will play the winner of... Second place of pool 1 will play the winner of pool 2.
I've got such a big grin on my face right now. I don't know if you're aware you have an accent, Jeanette.
No, I don't have an accent.
Peel. Yours isn't too bad. I know some from central Queensland that have a thick twang. But being a Territorian, I don't believe we have accents. I'm not too sure. Queenslanders definitely do.
I've got a Queensland accent.
Yeah, a little bit. South Australians do as well. They sound quite posh. Shout out to the South Australians. I'll be doing your South Australian Championships.
Talia Saunders.
Oh, I'm keen to see all the Masters and intermediate players, as that's a growing scene as well. But yeah, Joel Carr, Talia Saunders immediately come to mind when I think of the SA Open scene. 1-7 currently. You're going to be conscious of it now, aren't you?
All right, let's see what Gordon and Michael can do here. 2-7-1. They need some points on the board, would be handy for them.
High five hit, works.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Watson playing that right side again. They had a lot of success with this particular positioning earlier today.
Possibly a bit of a wind issue there for Gordon. I don't know if the cameras can pick it up, but the Australian Masters banners behind Dean there are blowing towards Gordon. Therefore, he needs to adjust his game to suit the wind conditions.
Nice reset.
And there's the wind conditions working for Gordon. The ball was a lot slower than what Jamie predicted.
Oh, no way.
Yes, way.
Oh, wow. Incredible effort on that reset. How did he get that back?
I didn't think that was coming back at all. Now, they're just a couple of points that this team need to get their confidence and back in the game. Coming back from 1-7. Gordon caught in the transition zone there. Hindrance?
Yeah, I don't think it was that bad. Podgeizer did yell to
Put it away.
Jamie to put it away. I don't think it was that egregious.
That's communication, player communication, I'd put that down to. Great reset by Sarton. Another great reset. Good defence by Gordon there.
Yeah, well, he didn't overhit it. It's just good placement in the middle of the court, nice and deep. So we'll see if he gets pinged here, serving while the score was getting called.
Nope, he's been pinged. Want to explain that to the viewers at home that are fresh to pickleball?
No, they can figure it out.
Okay.
No. So basically, viewers, if you haven't played with an official, as we can see, official Jack's doing the same thing now. While the score is being called, you're not allowed to service the ball. If you serve the ball before the score is called, it's counted as a dead ball, and as such, you'll get a replay. But if you're calling while the score is being served, it counts as a penalty and will either result in a second server or a side out to the opposition.
Thank you, Dylan.
That's right. Happy to assist. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, right at the feet of Watson. What do we call that? Shoe hunting?
Yep.
Oh, that's a lovely speed up by Gordon Watson.
Yeah, swing and a miss there. Sarton got caught with a chicken wing.
Oof. Just hitting the top of the tape there. Again, I think the winds might be playing a little bit of havoc.
That was a nice third shot drop into a fifth shot drive there from Jamie Sarden as he forces the 8-point rotation. As we have a bit of a timeout. As the ladies will have a... We're having some cool beverages in the booth here. Following PAA broadcasting standards, I won't say what exactly those cool beverages are, but we're going to have a bit of a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, as our fellas are quickly having a rotation, and then we will continue the streams here for this semi-final.
Big it up, big it up. Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. The game is going to continue. Jay, you can keep waffling onto your fans if you want. I can solo call this one. Talking about fans, we were speaking with Beanley pickleball coach Nay Pink, who said that her coaching here at Beanley is starting to get a lot of attraction, a lot of people signing up. It's awesome to see Nay is such a wonderful ambassador for our sport.
Absolutely. So interesting now the gentlemen have changed ends. Let's see if their tactic changes with the wind. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to adjust to the change in end, whether it be wind or sun.
Mm-hmm.
Just call wide.
I really like that dinking pattern there from Jamie Sarden, though, really forcing the double-handed backhand on the side of Johnson. Curious to see whether he continues that. Big serve.
Huge serve. Nice drop.
Body check goes long. Tight game, 8 apiece.
I was just thinking that. This is pretty tight.
Yeah, they've done well to bounce back here.
They have. It was 1-7 at one stage. Drive attempt unsuccessful that time. Eight, 8-1.
Oh, Johnson had it.
It's good communication between Dean and Jamie.
Do we know who's on our other match, Jay?
Luke Milne and Ben Dawson. And they are playing
Oh, down the middle, great shot.
Jay Tai and Jack Munro.
Oof. All right, that'll be a good game.
Yes.
Luke and Ben, geez, what a team. I imagine they were seeded very highly. As we have a couple errors here, I do wonder if Watson and Johnson will call a time. No, they're going to dig it out.
Now, it's interesting that Jamie and Dean are choosing not to stack, with Dean being a left-handed.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Is that cross-thinking pattern? I do think Sarton's winning it at the moment. Better from Watson, though.
Yep.
See, because we've said throughout the streams thus far that Johnson's got a crazy good forehand. And Sarton's trying to negate that as much as possible by dinking to the back.
Yeah, Jamie's very strategic. He's played a lot of pickleball as it goes out. He's played a lot of pickleball tournaments, so he understands the game, understands what's required and when to change strategies.
Yep. Close. Well left. You know what today would be good for, Jade?
What's that?
Is an ice cup. Did you have ice cups back at school? You know, you get the cordial and the water and you freeze them? Is that just a Northern Territory thing?
You mean it like a slushy?
No, like you just get a little cup with it. Here we go, Jack's speaking with Johnson regarding his service.
Oh,
I did mention
yes,
earlier.
you did.
No, you get an ice cup. You just get a plastic cup.
Yeah.
These two over here that you are enjoying cool beverages with the teachers, they'll... Actually, I don't know if Cole is. I know Sonia is. They'll know what I'm talking about. It's an ice cup. It's a... Oh, my God. Viewers at home will know what I'm talking about. It's an ice cup kind of day. All to the backhand. Very deliberate strategy, but the Ernie's there. Oh, he did so well. He had it. And that is one really good learning there for our viewers at home. If you are getting targeted on a dinking pattern, it opens up Ernie's because it's predictable. Service error.
Yeah.
Well weighted. Podgata really took his time there.
All right, these are some crucial points now for Watson and Johnson. See if they can get the ball back.
Well, it's game point.
Yes.
They have to get it back.
Oh, I think that's touched the line.
I have to say, that was a really solid third shot drop, however, but Johnson just played that perfectly. Tip your hat to him.
Mm-hmm. It's a great drop.
So he went to his forehand there, resulted in an error. I think if Sarton's to do that, he really needs to push to the right side and force Johnson around. Opens up the gap and then you can put it away.
Oh, that's a lovely backhand shoe hunting there.
Yeah, Podgata dealing with it appropriately. Cross dink. Jeez, and again, Podgata. Those
Yeah.
backhands are crazy.
He's solid at the net, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Very good hands.
We're back at match point.
Oh, he went for it, floated it. Have another chance, however, Jamie Sarton to bring it in. Ernie, well read. Speed up. Is there?
Oh, beautiful.
Classy shot, and it's been over. Sarton and Podgata will go through to the gold medal for Watson and Johnson. They have an opportunity for the bronze. We'll keep the streams going, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back live with our viewers. And our next semi-final coming right up here at Beanley, not too far away.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Australian Masters 40 Plus Beanley Tennis and Pickleball Centre, brought to you by Pickleball Tournaments Australia. We currently have the semi-final match of the Men's Open. We've just seen one semi-final. This is the second semi-final. On the left side of the court, we have warming up. We have the duo of Che Tay and Jack Munro. And the right side of the court, we have Ben Dawson and Luke Milne. So we will be playing one game to 15, win by 2. The winner of this match will go through to the gold medal. And yeah, the official is Jack, and we should be getting underway very shortly. We are using the Franklin X40 ball. It's certainly getting a bit of a workout here this afternoon. We've seen quite a few games at the Beanley Centre. We had the ladies this morning, or the ladies doubles, and this afternoon we're seeing the men's doubles. It's been an action-packed day so far. If you've got the opportunity or would like to come down and see some pickleball, you should head on down to the Beanley Tennis and Pickleball Centre. There's a beautiful bistro where you can get some lovely food and some nice refreshments and watch some really good pickleball.
Yeah, and I think the general atmosphere has been really solid this weekend, Jay, as we've had live music going. We had Kirsten McCorkindale out there with the guitar strumming away, and not only that, the bistro, as we're calling it, has been chock-a-block full of pickleballers as well, going and getting a nice little reprieve as the game is about to get underway. Semi-final action, and we have Tay and Munro closest to us here on show court. Very relaxed striking style, doesn't Munro have? He's just casual as they come.
Milne and Dawson are quite an experienced partnership here. Both the boys are from the Rockhamptons region. However, Ben now resides in Brisbane. They play most tournaments together.
Oof, listen to that wind. Yeah, it was strange actually that Luke Milne knows my cousin.
Oh,
Up
really?
in Yeppoon, yeah. Small world, hey. It's like not many people have the Kimlin last name.
Ah. I believe Luke and Ben went through their pools undefeated.
Peel.
Pool. Speed up by Dawson.
Oh,
Oh,
got him again. Yeah, Dawson and Milne have been playing together for a long time and have been playing at the highest level for quite a long time as well.
I believe both boys went in straight to the top. There was no mucking around playing under 3.5. They went in straight playing opens or 4.5 and above.
Yeah, wonderful fellas on and off the court.
Ben is a NPL player.
Yeah, has been.
Has been.
I'm not too sure if I'd have to check if he got drafted again this season. I have a feeling Luke was in that boat as well. They're definitely in that. They're good enough to play in it, though. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, it's fantastic to see both those young players joining us here at the Masters tournament.
Yeah, I refer to our 40-plus category as the Junior Masters. Oof, the wind nearly saved it.
I think the addition of the 40 plus into the Masters has really opened up the player pool, so to speak, in terms of different players for some of the better 50 plus players that can play other people, be that they're a bit younger, but it adds a bit of variety in for those players that play the same folks over and over again.
And they're in cruise control right now. And I agree. I think the 40 plus is a good element, because I said last year that the two most brutal divisions were the 50 plus and the 35 plus.
Yeah.
So 40 plus is not exactly halfway, but it's very close to between those two. So naturally, the 40 plus division is really tough.
Yeah. Che not happy with himself there, just leaning on the back foot, causing the error into the net. 1-6-2. Oh, that's perfect, right in that back corner. Making mention that Luke's come all the way down from Rockhampton, that's a wonderful effort.
Well, we had Gordo on the courts earlier. We're talking about legends from Yeppoon. Thriving pickleball scene, just the Queensland, or central Queensland region.
Absolutely. They've got some wonderful courts up in Yeppoon. If you have the opportunity to play the QPT, that's the Queensland Pickleball Tour, they have up in Yeppoon around about the July, I believe, Dylan?
Yeah, I may or may not be there. We're still figuring it all out.
That is one of my most favourite tournaments,
I agree.
actually, yeah.
Sprint.
Oh, not to be that time.
But yeah, no, the Yeppoon Pickleball Festival, what an experience that is. They're doing a retro-themed tournament this year, changing things up
Okay.
for the festival. So they're doing a QPT and then a retro, and I believe they're also doing a minor league. So it's a crazy week of pickleball. Ernie, good.
Oh, got him big time. Now, tell me, retro, does that mean we need to dress up in retro clothing?
I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
We'll have to see. I just want to see Kelvin Rasmussen out there with a...
I was just thinking of Kel then. Shout out to Kel if you're listening. I know he's been travelling the road. Ooh.
Luke really starting to establish dominance on that right side of the court. Rather, his left, our right. 10-1. Oof.
So next weekend we have QPT Gold Coast, Queensland Pickleball Tour Gold Coast. I just wonder if Luke's made the trip down, stay during the week and play in the QPT.
Yeah, we'd have to find out. And as the fellas are hopping off,
Looks like a timeout's been called.
11-1 is what I've got. So that is this 3-11.
Semi shouldn't be.
We'll wait for the... Either way, they've rotated.
Just wait for a score update.
I believe he said 8-1-2. So it should be 1-8 at this point. Yep.
Che's got the wind behind him there, and I think he's using that drop there, thinking that the wind will take it over. Unfortunately, not to be that time. Pushing the boys back. Okay, that's just the point they need to get some confidence back in their game. 2-8-2. Tay to bring it in.
Yeah.
Give that to Luke Milne any day and it's going to be put away.
Yeah. That was a chase down was admirable, but Tay, however, Milne will gobble them up every time. Oh. Yep, well played by Dawson. That was choreographed quite well. But with Tay's speed up, they knew it was coming. Big backswing.
Che has some fantastic drops.
Yeah, he's a very solid defensive player. I would almost say to Tay going forward, he might be able to make his money playing as a right side player. His resets are incredible.
He did mention to me earlier today, actually, he prefers to play the right side.
There you go.
You nailed it. Oh,
We're going credit his defense. Pickleball could be a cruel sport.
that was some great defense by Jack Munro there. That was a nice flat reset on the paddle.
Yeah, Munro gets very low with his backhand rolls. You can see he's almost down below the knees when he starts to roll. Picks it up with ease, however. Oh, wow, reset. And they win the point. Terrific rally.
Lovely rally.
Nice transition. Oh, wow, Munro. Let's discuss this. Milne actually made a mistake then.
Did he?
Yeah.
What happened?
So Ben Dawson did everything right because
Yep.
he was pinning Tay to that back corner.
Yep.
Milne dropped it in, which gives up your advantage.
That's what we were discussing before.
Yep. So just, it can often be it's almost counterintuitive to just keep doing the same thing over and over again, but eventually the opposition will crumble. And it's something that often a lot of players don't realise is that if you have the advantageous position of sitting at the net, you need to do everything you can to keep that position.
Sure. It's almost like pickling with purpose, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is. So see here, they're keeping them back. They do not want to drop it in.
There's that back corner again.
Drop, transition. Now they had an opportunity.
They did, yeah.
So that's what another thing that a lot of players do is they mess up the point and they're grumpy that they messed it up, but they don't consider that they actually got themselves into a scoring opportunity, which is half the battle in pickleball. $11.5 currently. Switch.
Oh, what a shame. That's some nice pickleball there. Just a little bit of a communication error between Munro and Tay. That could be the fact that they don't play together very often, whereas you've got Dawson and Milne, who are, as we said, seasoned partners.
See, we're starting to see it happen quite a bit now. For players at home, if you are at the kitchen line, as we have a timeout here, as we are in a game point situation, sorry, 13-5 situation, you definitely want to keep your opposition back. And speaking of tactics and how we can learn for our Grand Slam events coming up, we have plenty of fun to be had Obviously, we have our Brisbane, Sydney, Gold Coast. We're popping over to Perth as well. First time doing a Grand Slam event in Perth. That'll be awesome. Go over to WA and then Melbourne as well. But the big thing there is the coaching clinics. We've got Sarah Burr. I'm going to give Tony so much for that. But also Coco Lococo, two of the top coaches in the country. And they would definitely be talking a lot about the transition zone, as we're seeing a couple of little bits and bobs here that the players could potentially have some reflection on, let's say that, because it is a bit of a common theme we are seeing as the players come back to court. (13-5-1). Milne wasn't happy with himself after that. ATP, yes, indeed.
Jay very happy with himself there.
We can call that a TATP. Nice play by Chen.
Very nice. They desperately needed to get that serve back as well, which is great. They want to stay in this game. Come up with some magic right now.
Not happy, Jan.
Server 2, another chance. Let's see what they can do here.
Oh, ball on court. Got a Peter Lee over there. If he can keep his ball, please, that would be...
Gold Coast icon, isn't he? Pickleball icon.
Yep. Yeah, we have a few of them here this weekend.
Pretty much an all-star event.
That's not Lenny, is it? Back there in the brown top.
I'm not sure. Oh.
That's a paddle throw. Chen's having a solid giggle. However you spin it, that there is a side out.
Yes. I'd say that's a slippery hand issue there.
Yeah. Nice reset. And Ernie is
that's
good.
Lovely.
Terrific play by Luke Milne. I need to get a pair of those sunnies.
Yeah, he's looking rather cool in them, isn't he?
Yeah. Welder's glasses. Very big. I know that Tony was talking about getting sponsorship from that particular sunglasses brand. I've asked for one. Was ignored.
Oh.
Thanks, Tony.
Well, she didn't ignore you with the steak burger for lunch today, did she?
I can't whinge.
No.
She overheard my incessant comments about the sausage sizzle.
Well, they're still in it. They've got the serve back.
Ah, well played.
Lovely.
Flick of the wrist down the middle. No, I don't think that's Lenny. You probably have no idea who I'm referring to. Lenny was a legend here in Beanley.
Lenny the legend.
Yeah, I don't know if he still plays. Nice guy. And we can see there that Munro dug in, whereas Tay was caught wobbling around in the back, and that's why he got caught out. We have a game point situation here for Dawson and Milne.
Yes.
Well played.
Boom. Put away by Luke Milne.
And they will be going through to the gold medal, which will be up to not very far away.
I kind of thought they'd go through, to be honest.
Yeah, I imagine they were quite highly seeded, these fellas, and they will be playing in the next round, not too far away. The streams will continue. We'll just mute the audio for now. As I imagine it'll be the Open Men's Gold, you would assume. Next here on our court, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you can catch it on the PTA YouTube and Facebook pages as the streams have had a lot of fun today. And remember, we've got our mixed doubles action live here from Beanley as well. We'll be back live in a matter of minutes to get underway with our gold medal.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the Australian Masters 40 Plus. We're at the beautiful Beanley Tennis and Pickleball Centre here in Queensland, Australia. We are currently watching the bronze medal match for the Open Men's. I'm here in the house with Dylan Kimlin. Hi, Dylan.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Closest to camera, we have Gordon Watson teaming up with Michael Johnston. And on the other side of the court, we have Tay and Jack Munro. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, this bronze medal match, we will be playing to 15, win by 2. Players will swap ends at 8. So, Dylan, what's your tip with this one? What do you think is going to happen here? I think it's going to be quite a close match.
Yeah, well, I imagine it will be too. We obviously saw these fellas go toe-to-toe earlier today in the round robins. I do wonder, being a bronze medal, this is to 15 or is it 3 to 11?
I believe it's to 15.
Yeah, okay. Well, that does change things. As we have windy conditions here as well. Oh, what's the call? Wide. Challenges there.
Gordon is checking the challenge. I just can't see with that referee at the moment if she's confirmed that was wide or not.
Good strategy there from Gordon too. So you notice that he had his palm out. That is the official symbol for ball is in. I would recommend that also. If you're going to ask the question if it's in or out in a challenge, do the symbol. I'm sure there's a slight psychological advantage to it.
Yeah, wind's definitely picked up this afternoon.
Yeah, and these Franklin X40s do blow around in the wind a little bit, but overall not too bad on this wonderful Beanley surface. Ooh, out.
Yep, that's called wide again. Munro to serve. Munro was penalised in the semi-final for playing the serve before the score, so I'm sure that he'll be on top of that in this final match.
This call was reversed. Okay.
Interesting. Oh, that's lovely. Straight through the middle there. Watson and Gordon continue to do that stacking format with, we see Gordon on the right and Johnson on the left. Johnson's got a very powerful forehand drive. Watson known for his resets and his dinking.
And his abs. Gordon Watson loves a social media pic or two.
Oh, that's a lovely drop. Side out, Tay to serve. Just gone wide. Second server, Munro to bring it in. I was recently chatting to one of the pro players in India, Dylan, about chewing gum whilst playing. And apparently it can be a good nerve settler. See one of the players here's chewing gum.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's that age-old discussion about when you're studying and cramming, whether chewing gum's beneficial or not. I have a much more practical use for gum. Being a sports commentator, I try to chew gum before I come in every morning, before I call a game, so the jaw's warmed up.
Interesting.
Don't know if it actually does it or not. Could be a placebo. But coming from baseball myself, chewing gum was very common.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, they all chew tobacco, which is gross. But yeah, you're looking at me. You guys should have seen the look I just received at
It
home.
was like a what the?
Yeah, all the American baseball players chew tobacco.
Wow.
That's gross. Yeah, they have holes in their mouth and everything as a result. Yeah, it's yuck. Chewing gum, much more safe.
Yes. All right, a couple of quick points for Munro. Oh, a couple of quick points for Munro and Tay there.
Nice.
Oh, it's lovely. Munro popped it right on the paddle of Johnson there to put away across court. Any suggestions, Dylan, on how to play Ward, Watson and Johnson here? What would you suggest?
It's a good question, Jay. Obviously, the gentlemen are on a bit of a fiery streak here as we'll try and get a score update from our official. Oh, I didn't hear a bar of
No, it's
that.
a bit harder here.
But for shot for Tay and Munro, as they did verse these fellas earlier, I reckon they would have reflected upon that match and what worked and what didn't work and just execute the plan following that discussion.
Fair call. Gordon just caught on the hop there. Oh, nice speed up by Watson. As we go and chase the ball, the Franklin X40. Gives the players an opportunity to catch their breath. For those viewers at home, it's definitely cooled down this afternoon, late afternoon. Lovely breeze coming through. Nice for an afternoon of pickle.
There we go. Can confirm the score is 6-2-1 currently.
Okay, thanks Dylan. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be playing to 15, win by 2 in this bronze medal match of the Men's Open.
Ooh, we'll see if he gets penalised. Don't know if the microphone picked it up. Our officials let it slide.
I missed that one.
It's okay then, we don't have to repeat it. Let's just say that I know a household name here at Beanley by Nay Pink has a very set policy on the pickleball court.
I have heard that, yes.
And if anyone at home knows what I'm referring to, then they'll understand the incident I've just referenced and why one of our players is lucky not to get pinged. Nay just returning from Japan. She's looking mighty tanned.
She is. Did a wonderful tour over in Japan. I believe it was like a ladies' pickleball tour.
It'll be so much fun. And let's talk about that. Like, there's been so many pickleball holidays
Yes.
getting around, right?
Yeah, I myself have been away for about 6 months, so. There's a wonderful scene happening in Asia at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just need courts on like Mauritius or something and then have a whack. I mean, you've been to just about every tourist destination in the world for pickleball, so...
Oh, not quite. There's a few more on my few more on my list. Lovely deep serve. Great third shot drop. Beautiful angle. Probably a bit early on the speed up by Tay there.
I believe that's 8 and they're not rotating, so...
Maybe it is to 3.
Yep, 3 to 11.
Yep.
So where's your favourite pickleball destination thus far?
I would say Vietnam.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough to travel to a town called Hoi An near Da Nang, which is basically halfway up Vietnam, and it was absolutely stunning. Amazing courts. Also, there's amazing courts in Ho Chi Minh City. Purpose-built pickleball courts. There's hundreds of courts around Vietnam.
Oh, they're crazy for it.
Yeah. Just chatting to the referee here about a call. I believe Johnson there was questioning whether or not the ball was in or out, but it's been confirmed in. Apologies at home. It's a little bit difficult to hear the referee at the moment because Dylan and I are quite high up. Whilst the breeze is divine, we're a little bit out of the action here with the referee's score and adjudication of points. Yeah, that's nice play. Are you a paddle tapper, Dylan? What do you think about the paddle tap?
As in after the game?
Or during points like that?
Yeah. I mean, I come from an old school AFL background, right? So we'll do a bum paddle tap. But no, yeah, paddle tap. But I do apparently it's the weird way of doing it with my handle.
Ah, okay. Reverse paddle tap.
Well, because I've just seen someone's paddle get obliterated by a partner that was too enthusiastic with the return of the paddle tap.
Right, that's probably me, yes.
So if you're going to go and spend $400 on a paddle, I don't want someone else breaking it.
I believe it's 462. Is that what you've got there? Can't quite hear that.
I thought we were more closer to a game point.
Uh-huh.
Nice dink.
Oh, lovely dink. Very difficult to get back when the dink goes behind the body on the backhand side there.
I believe it's 2-9.
Okay. Right, Tay and Munro really need to get some points here.
Dink goes wide. Can confirm it is 9-4-1. 9-4-2 now. No man's land there for Gordon Watson.
Caught in the zone there. Dylan, I love it when a tournament does a bronze medal match with three games. I think that's really impressive.
Yeah, well, I guess it's almost becoming the Australian standard, right? Games are 3 to 11. I know certain other countries play it differently. In New Zealand, for example, when I called their events last weekend, they only had one timeout per game.
Interesting.
So, different places do things differently. They refer to their masters as supers.
Supers?
So supers, yeah. They don't use the term seniors or masters. It's a super.
And watching this 40-plus Masters tournament in the Open Men's, how do you think their level over there compares to what we're seeing here today?
In their highest level, the Kiwis are very good.
Right.
Like the New Zealand Hustle Master side will, in my opinion, is a top 3 team.
I would agree with you there.
But I guess it's just more across the board. Australia, the scene here continues to improve. So that's a great speed up from Watson.
Beautiful, beautiful placement there.
And as a result, because it is improving, like the whole, the tide raises all ships, right? Like that's similar to what we're seeing with our master space. Everyone's getting better. You know what's interesting about Gordon Watson's smashing technique?
What's that?
It's very much a pedal smash.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're into your padel at the moment,
Oh,
aren't
I'm
you?
so addicted. It's so much fun. Viewers at home, you have to give it a go. But in padel, you're not trying to wallop the ball unless you have a clear-cut winner. Nice reset. Ooh, he went for it. Cheeky from Tay. So the difference, obviously, between a tennis and a scorpion smash, you typically want to smack the ball as hard as you can. Whereas a padel smash, it's all about placement. So you want to hit the corner of the court or the sideline.
So it's a placement over power.
Yeah, you're not trying to wallop it. And Gordon does do that. He really takes his time as that goes long. And I believe that's match. Locked in, Watson and Johnson will take game 1 for this bronze medal.
Right, well, Tay and Munro nearly need to regroup here and work out what they can do to take this game to a third game.
Yeah, not wrong. And as we wait, we'll bring up the Grand Slam series throughout this year. Jay, you've obviously been to a couple Pickleball Tournaments Australia events in the past. Give the viewers what can they expect from this experience?
From the Grand Slam?
Or just in general from a Pickleball Tournaments Australia tournament?
Well, there's nothing like it that I've seen around the world. What I do love about the Australian pickleball scene is the community. We're all very much one. I thoroughly enjoyed last year. I spent on the road for basically the first 10 months of the year. I spent on the road going all around every state. And I met some wonderful people, and I can now say that some of my best friends are actually from out of state. Yep, pickleball players that I've met from out of state, and I've been very fortunate. And what that means for me, DK, is I can travel anywhere in Australia and I can pick up a partner. And yeah, so I've been really fortunate that I can travel and play with many people along the way, often staying at people's houses. It's just such a great community.
Yep. I would agree with everything you have just said. As our gentlemen have returned to court, and we can get underway. Oh, what a roll.
Nice, very nice.
And there's a bum paddle tap.
There you go. That's one of the first taps I've seen these two gentlemen do, actually. It's one of the reasons why I mentioned it, because I noticed that Johnson and Watson were doing it quite often, but Munro and Tay weren't. Quick side out.
The net serve.
There's no sorry there from Gordon Watson.
No, he's all business.
He is. He's rose gold hunting, shall we say. Oh, lovely.
When Gordon got announced as the Northern Crocs Masters captain, I was so happy for him. He's worked tirelessly to constantly promote his own game and get better. Wonderful ambassador for our sport.
Mm-hmm. Great defence. Yeah. Excellent defence by Johnson and Watson, but unfortunately that last ball popped up and Munro put it away. It's 1-1-1.
Cheeky.
Ooh, cheeky back by Tay.
But we've seen it again, where they had them held back,
Mm-hmm.
and that drop in, you know, can work. But these two fellas closest to camera have a lot of athleticism and were able to retrieve it.
Yeah.
This is the most casual reset. Wonderful.
Oh, that's lovely. That's that backhand flick
Yeah.
that Munro's got. It's been a great shot for him.
It's almost unorthodox. Like, I think it's hard to read.
Mm.
So when he does pull it off, which we've seen quite a few in the last 30 minutes or so, it's quite effective. Return goes long.
4-1-1. Let's see what these gentlemen can do. If we can take it to 3 sets. Oh, a net roll there. That's lovely. And Tay with a fist pump. Okay, a bit of a different story in this match.
Well, I do wonder if the wind has been a reason. What a strong response.
Speaking of strong response, that was a strong put away there by Johnson. There's a lot of power behind there.
Nice.
Mm.
So Tay represents the Ballina region, or the northern New South Wales pickleball space, and what a erupting scene that is all along New South Wales, especially the regional areas.
Yeah, I believe Coco Lococo is spending a bit more time down that way.
Well, I got to do a tournament at Port Macquarie recently, and Dinkfest was so much fun. The New South Wales space, man, like especially those locations all along the coast, very nice.
And Dylan, your recommendation, anyone watching today that hasn't played pickleball before, where's the best place to find the information about local courts and coaching?
Well, Pickleball Australia website would be suitable for. There's that pedal smash down to the feet. Yep. Yeah, it's very much, it's a push. Very much a push. Yeah, Pickleball Australia website has all the information you can find relevant to, I guess, clubs and tournaments, as well as just good old-fashioned social media. Just go and have a look.
Okay.
Give it a Google.
Yeah. Nice put away there by Tay.
And talking about where to find information, remember to follow Pickleball Tournaments Australia on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Keep up to date with all things pickleball from their side of the park.
And we'll be going live. Oh, that's a lovely cross-court deck. We'll be going live from about 10 o'clock tomorrow for the mixed doubles.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Be around then. Temperature's just starting to cool.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's been a warm one today.
It's commentator friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, that has nothing to do with the cool beverages on our desk. The ice cups, as it were.
Yes, just ice cups.
Can't believe you don't know what an ice cup is.
Nor did Colleen McMillan.
Yeah, well, these sunny coasters are weird. Maybe it's a Sunshine Coast thing. What do you have in Noosa instead, like caviar or something?
Probably an organic popsicle, preservative-free organic
some
popsicle of sorts.
Quinoa juice or
Yeah.
something.
Chia pudding.
Oh, what a
did
drive.
you see that, ladies and gentlemen? That was just perfect, threading the needle there. Jack Munro. Johnson's got some serious angles,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what his background is. Tennis? Yeah.
We'll have to ask him afterwards.
Well,
I remember coaching a professional trampoliner in pickleball when I was at Redcliffe. And the beautiful thing about our sport, right, is that everyone just has a different play style as he's been bodied.
it's a bit of a low blow there. Good reset.
And he is good. Athleticism on display from Gordon Watson.
That's drilling, 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 isn't it, for those folks at home?
He's really starting to make a mess of it here. Watson has had multiple scoring opportunities as we have a timeout.
Yeah, that's a good time to call a timeout.
Wonder what that is in our background there. Our camera doesn't catch it, but there is a game going on. I might change our camera footage, Jay, and you can talk about all our other games here as we have a live camera shot here. So on our other tennis court on our left side, we've had games going all day, as well as games on the background. And if I swivel, here we are up on our nice, lovely bench. We've had events going. You can see all the way down the back there. There's a gentleman behind me who's in the camera as well. Say hello, mate. As we've had plenty of awesome action.
I'm just trying to see what's behind us there. Looks like there's some 50 plus 4.0 games, which I'd say probably at this time of the afternoon would be gold and bronze medal matches. And potentially there could be a 50 plus 3 to 3.5 going on in the background with Mark Taylor officiating.
Yeah, there's definitely some superstars down there, I can tell you that. Speaking of superstars, ours have returned to the court.
Well, Watson and Johnson are looking quite strong at the moment.
Yeah, momentum definitely surging in their favour.
Oh, that's a lovely
Terrific angle, yeah. The recovery attempt was there from Watson, just a little bit off.
Good timeout call.
Don't know if you saw all the memes yesterday about sliding into DMs on the pickleball court.
No.
Watson there with a bit of a slide himself.
What, into your DMs?
No, just in general. The slide is a bit of an art in pickleball. See a lot of tennis players do it. Oh, beautiful. Flick of the wrist down the left side. Taya
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah, time and time again, I'd be keeping that volley off Munro's backhand volley there for sure. Nice serve.
Oh, just short, and I think the wind played a part there.
Absolutely.
It's a real opportunity here for Watson and Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he wanted it. Two easy ways to counter an Ernie, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Either hit it far away from them or hit it straight at them.
Right, yep.
Or you could lob them as well. Depends on how technically capable you are.
Great reset by Tay there. Okay, let's see what they can do with this side out. Watson and Gordon just correcting their positions as they're stacking.
Nice.
Oh, it's nice. Right at the feet. Second server. Yeah, nice.
Very deliberate. I believe it said 8-9 from our official.
I thought I heard an 8 there. 5-8?
I think it's 5-8.
Yeah, I think it's 5-8-1.
That's what I had earlier. We'll fix it up for you at home. Yeah, the wind does make it awfully hard to hear our officials up here. In the skybox. Yep, 5-8-2.
Did you notice Munro does the change of hands sometimes there, Dylan? He swaps.
Oh, was there a... No?
Oh, just a bit too high by Tay there. Yeah, Munro was swapping hands.
One thing I have noticed that Johnson and Watson could potentially work on is we've seen Gordon Watson retrieve the backhand long, deep return several times now, where it's clear that he's waiting for Johnson to take the forehand.
Right.
So just a little bit of a communication mishap between those two.
I'm not sure if they've played together before. That could be. It's a good little duo, that's for sure.
Big drive.
Nasty. It's a lovely shot.
Perfect.
Lovely drop.
ATP is
Oh,
good.
he's got it.
Oh,
I think he surprised himself
My
there. That
goodness.
was unbelievable. I think that's the shot of the day,
Yeah.
Dylan. What do you think?
outrageous from Johnson. How did he pull that off?
I don't know. It was marvellous.
And with that, they're taking the lead. And a timeout. Smart timeout.
Wow, that was amazing.
Yep. As Gordon Watson would say, sensational. There's a wonderful shot down the right side. ATP, for those at home, stands for an around the post shot. Probably the second hardest shot in pickleball to pull off.
And what would you say is the hardest, Dylan?
The Burt.
Explain what the Burt is.
Okay, how am I going to do this? All right. So viewers at home, we can see Tay's paddle there at the bottom right of screen. So if you're playing there, what a Burt is when you would move it to the left side of screen, jump over the kitchen and strike the ball mid-air. So it's a long ernie.
It's almost like a long jump.
It is a long jump and it's very hard to pull off.
Right.
I've only seen a couple people pull it off successfully, because not only are you jumping an incredibly long distance, you've got to poach from your teammate. So you've got to hope they don't hit you.
And it's a backhand poach? Well, if
Could
you're
be,
a right.
Could be either. Yeah.
And that's called again, Dylan?
A Burt.
A Burt.
Well, the poach was there. I thought Gordon would consider another ATP, but he didn't go for it. Yeah, because there's obviously a Burt and an Ernie.
Oh.
I just make this stuff up, Jay. This is
I was recently hanging out with Joey Ferraris, a
oh yeah.
former top US number one, and he was telling me he was with the player Ernie,
Yep.
who who's the Ernie is named after, and he was there when he did that.
Yeah,
He's
right.
explaining to
Well,
me.
he's in the MLPA now, Farias, so it should be awesome.
Yes,
Experienced player.
for the Mavericks, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Nicholas Kuman as well, Aaron Blitz.
She had a great tournament in India, Nicola. Oh,
Great
Gordon
shot. Gordon
Watson,
likes
that's
that.
lovely.
You a fan of Sesame Street back in the day?
No,
Okay, never mind. We'll just move on.
Yep. I don't even know if Sesame Street was around in my day when I was that age.
Gone wide.
This is interesting.
I believe this is a bronze medal point. Get a confirmation. Yep, 10-8.
Not quite. Just when we thought Tay and Munro were going to fight back and we were going to a third set, it's looking like Watson and Johnson have this. Second opportunity for a match point. Not to be this time. They hold serve. Oh, sorry, they side out.
Eight, 10-1.
Okay.
Scott lunging there. I'd like to see him let that one bounce if he's caught awkwardly. Just take your time. You can allow a bounce. That's where that reset is so important. Gordo's pumped up as they move to a bronze medal point once again. Captain of the Northern Crocs Masters side to bring it in. Will he snap up a bronze medal? Yes, he
There
will.
it is.
Is there a paddle tap? No, there's just hugs.
Aw.
Chivalry is well and truly alive here at Beanley. As we'll be getting ready for our next set of medal games here with the Open Men's Division. Gold medal pickleball not too far away. Dawson and Milne not wasting any time at all with Jamie Sarden. They're just jumping on as we speak. Quickly mute, get you all the scoreboards ready to go live at here at home. And we'll be back into it not too far away here from the Aussie Masters.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Australian Masters 40 Plus Beanley Tennis and Pickleball Centre here in Queensland, Australia. It's the match we've all been waiting for. It's the gold medal match of the Open Men's Doubles. We have Luke Milne and Ben Dawson facing Jamie Sarton and Dean Potgeta. So, Dylan, this will be fun. Final match of the day.
Yes.
Big match.
Yep. Final one for our broadcast as well. So mixed action tomorrow. Remember, here at Beanley for PTA, we will have, I believe, about 10 o'clock in the morning start off. But first, we've got to get through the Open Men's Gold. Utilising the Franklin X40s, this will be 3 games to 11, win by 2. Should we get to a third, the gentleman will rotate at 6. Mark Taylor calling this one, giving us the thumbs up. He's good to go. And this is going to be a fun one, Jay.
It sure will. There's a load of experience on court here. We have Luke Milne from Yeppoon, Rockhampton region. Ben Dawson originally from that region. Best friends. I believe Luke was Ben's best man at his wedding.
Oh,
Ben,
true.
Yep, that's right. Ben now residing in Brisbane. Then we have Jamie Sarton from the Gold Coast region. And Dean Potgeta, I think he's Gold Coast as well.
Have to find out. Geez, I'm sure those fellas have got some stories from each other if they're best men.
And of course, we've got Mark Taylor, our head ref for the tournament, officiating this gold medal match. Oh, straight away down the middle.
I've always appreciated Mark's very direct approach with refereeing pickleball. Everyone knows what's happening on the court when Mark's calling it.
Yeah, nice.
So we've settled for Potgeta.
Potgeta.
Sounds like bruschetta. Oh, lapse of communication from the left-handed, right-handed combination.
Sometimes when the wind's swirling down there, you don't know which way the ball's going to drift, if it's yours or mine. And also a few nerves as well.
I actually feel for Jamie there because his partner shouted just as he went to smash the ball. It can throw you off.
Oh, that's a beautiful cross-court volley there. Nice and low. There was no way that ball was coming back then.
Potgeta to bring it in. Now you got me thinking of Italian food.
As a waft of the bistro comes our way.
Foot fault. Milne had his feet in the kitchen as he launched.
You can't get away with that with Mark Taylor.
I know. See what the call is. Was in or out? The challenge is there, confirmed out. A bit of an awkward one.
It was.
Oh, bounced it.
Not to be. Just for the folks at home that haven't played a tournament before, when you have a referee, you call all of the lines. The referee will call the kitchen line. If you call the ball out, the opposing team can challenge and they'll ask the referee if the ball was in or out, and the referee will make a decision if it is clear to the referee.
Well, for this tournament.
For this tournament.
We're adhering to those rules, but there's generally the rule of thumb. Is what you've said. So sometimes we have line referees as well. Yeah. We even had ball boys and ball girls in APO.
I saw that.
It was adorable. Little ones running around collecting the balls. One of the young ones was very nervous to see a ripped, tatted up Tyson McGuffin and giving them balls.
You got the opportunity to commentate
Yep.
a few of the American players.
Yeah, they're all lovely. Play some fierce pickleball. but I had absolute pride for our Australian players. I genuinely believe we're not far off.
Brilliant. Oh, gee, Dean. He's got some fast hands there, doesn't he? Seems to have taken it up another level since the previous, was it a semi we watched these? Yeah,
Yep.
we commentated. Yeah, it seems he's taken it up a whole new level here.
Oh, it's a bit,
And I just commentated, cursed him.
it's all right. We all do it. I haven't had one today. It's been great. Watch us tomorrow. I'll have like 5 in a row.
3-4-1.
Oh, unfortunate. So there's a terminology we use in pickleball called dead dinking. So Luke Milne was deliberately trying to avoid that, and he hit a cross-court backhand dink to the middle of the court instead, which resulted in a pop-up that he unfortunately couldn't put away. But dead dinking's a bad habit that you don't want to get yourself into. A lot of people dink just to survive, to stay in the rally, but no,
Okay.
it needs to be purpose behind it.
So that's the dead dinking.
It's when you're just hitting it back.
Gotcha. I remember Jem Ramamurthy told me a long time ago, dink with purpose.
Yep.
Yep.
She's spot on. The grandmother of Australian pickleball taught us all how to play pretty much.
Just got a ball on court. So a replay will take place.
Oh, bodied. Jamie, mate, you got to get your paddle up.
That new paddle he's got.
Yeah.
The ace has been put away.
He's copped a ball to the shoulder, known as a shoulder check. Called wide. Tight game. I imagine there's going to be a close one the entire way.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Lovely dinking there. Lovely cross-court dinking by both players.
And what I like there is Milne took control from the right side of the court. So typically Ben Dawson would take that shot as he was on the left with his forehand in the middle, but Milne pushed him out of the way. He had the momentum and control of that rally. Shoulder check attempt goes long.
Milne just off to retrieve a ball there.
Oh, that is perfect. Dawson played the odds, skimmed in.
Yeah.
6-4-1, quick side out. Beautiful return. And that's gone long. This is good here from Milne and Dawson. They're just locked in. Call it the flow state. Jay, have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
So it's a good, you know, when you find yourself just cruising through tasks that would normally normally require great concentration or
Yep.
great effort.
Yep.
We all do it, right? Like
Yep.
it's things at home that a lot of people be like, oh wow, how do they do that so easily? It's called the flow state. So it is I guess it's a bit of a theory on performance as we have game point here. I would definitely say the Milne and Dawson find themselves in that position right now as they are looking very comfortable.
Cruise control. There you go.
Yeah, we're cruising here in the commentary booth as that is game one locked in.
Boom.
Yeah, we are going to have a bit of a breather ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back live with our game two here from Beanley straight after this.
Big it up, big it up. Hear in my
Welcome back, everyone. Game two about to get started here at the Aussie Masters Men's Open Gold. Dawson and Milne have locked down the first in a pretty comfortable result.
Yeah, the 11-4 result was a little bit surprising for me. Both teams were neck and neck for the first half of that match, first half of that game, but not to be. Let's see what the Sarton and Potgeta can do now.
Well, they force that side out, and that's the first beginning.
Again, change of ends. Hopefully a change of momentum.
Well left. Dawson thought about it. Angle, switch. Beautiful. That is the exact play there from Dawson. And we saw it earlier where there was an opportunity to speed the ball up at your opposition, and Dawson recognised that. The momentum was a bit awkward for his opposition.
Yeah, superb, experienced player, Ben Dawson. He's played with some of the best males in Australia.
Yeah, shoe hunting. Lace is tied up, and that's a second server.
That's the pot getter we saw in the first half of the last game. He really needs to bring that back in this one.
I agree.
Jamie not messing around with that one.
It's one of the few times you're allowed to reach over the plane of the net when it bounces back over like that and you can hit it into the net. You ever seen that happen?
I have.
Oh, that's in the noggin. Milne's okay, and it's ironic because he just put his sunglasses away too. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, he's right. He's tough.
Was that pot getter or Sarton?
I don't know, one of them about to leather a ball though. Generally, that's what you see when someone cops one, they fire up immediately.
Well, from first-hand experience, all four of these men on court are gentlemen of the sport. I've no doubt about that.
Oh, I've worn a few Jamie Sarton drives in the day. They hurt.
With a cheeky smile at the end of it, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it.
Oh, what a shame. That's just gone long.
Man, Ben Dawson's such an intelligent player. He immediately recognised the momentum shift from Sarton. Try and hit it to an uncomfortable position. And then there's my first commentator's curse of the day. Happens to us all.
Eventually.
Yep. Beginner's luck that I didn't have it happen sooner. So we have a side out, 3-3-1.
Pretty much a stalemate, which we saw ourselves in the first game, wasn't it? Tied at 4-4.
Yeah, and then there was just a big burst of momentum.
The flow state, as you called it.
Well, they were definitely in that, and that's the goal overall, is to get in that position, which we've all been there, right? But it's tricky when your opposition's in that space, and that's the beauty of timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to hinder that as much as possible.
Oh, inside out. Inside out, Ernie. I think I need to do an age check on Luke Milne there. If he's 40, he's very fit.
He's a junior, senior.
Junior, senior.
It's a band.
Is it?
For you 90s listeners who may know what I'm referring to.
A bit like a snow and ice. What did you call it? An ice thing? Ice cone?
Ice cup.
Ice cup. I think that's a bit of a 90s
That's
thing
not
as well.
that's not an age thing. That's a if you went to school in a so we have cameras on us. It's if you went to school in a warmer climate.
Right.
Where are you? You Brisbane based?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Born in Brisbane. High schooled in Brisbane. And then lived a long time in London.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I doubt they'd have ice cups over there.
Nope. Although it does get very hot in the summer.
I have heard that. It's like surprising, right? Because it's freezing in winter.
Yes.
Great pickleballers too in England.
Yeah, I was fortunate that in India I played with and commentated some great English players. A couple of them are coming over for the MLP. Thaddeus Locke.
Oh, Thaddeus is incredible.
Oh, amazing! What a pickup for Sarah
Yeah.
Burr for the Gold Coast Glory. Louis Lavelle,
Yep.
who's playing in the Mavericks. No, he's
No.
in the Asian Aces.
Yeah, I know he got picked up. I'd have to have a look at the
Yeah,
list. But
yeah.
Molly Donahue as well.
Yep, playing NPL.
Yep. One of the captains.
Yep. No, some great English players. And some great Spaniards as well. Yeah.
What I'm excited for is we have our first Brazilian player coming across.
Who's that?
Oh, she's got a long last name. You've caught me here. But I know she's from South America.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Paula Rivers.
Who's Spanish?
Spanish, yeah. Great defense by Milne.
Reset. Need the transition. Too strong. And that there, like we talked about earlier, why you don't want to bring your opposition in.
Mm-hmm.
So Podgata was just very patient as we've got a timeout. 7-4 currently. I better update my scorecard.
And there you go. This is the fight back that we were looking for.
Yes, I agree.
Seemingly, Potgetters, he has picked up his game again.
Yeah, I think he needs to fire. Just the difference at the moment with Milne and Dawson, they're just so consistent.
I think with Potgetter being more aggressive, I think he turned down the aggressive button a little bit in that first game, and we can see it dialed up again. I think that's his best play. Let Tay reset, let Tay drop, and then Dean do a lot of the finishing off.
Jamie, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been a long day.
That's all right. You're doing great. Considering you've just come back from India,
Yeah.
geez,
Yesterday.
I would be a zombie. My trip from New Zealand's nowhere near as long.
Yes, but you have been on the road a fair bit.
Oh, pick up, switch.
Oh,
Oh, athleticism, the boys
I
running
was
around.
just thinking the same thing.
A lot of slice applied on that ball from that return.
Mm.
Held up in the wind as well, so floated a little bit. Hard to read. There's Jamie Sarton.
Lovely drive. Eight, 4, 2. This is a different story here.
So, good little story for you here. When I first started commentating, I learned very early to always proofread the names as I'm putting them in. And it actually came from Jamie Sarton. Obviously, the spelling of his name is Sartin. And for whatever reason, autocorrect removed the R.
Oh, so-
So I was like, okay, better check. So we have a great rally breaking out.
oh, it's amazing rally. Oh, what a get.
Oh, rally.
Oh, great rally. Great offense, great defense all around. So Milne and Dawson are on a bit of a flow state, shall we say, right now. They've picked up quite a few points in a row.
Yeah, they did that in the first game as well.
They did.
They just get on a big burst. Foot fault. Just like that, 2-point game.
Yeah.
One-point game, my apologies. Oh, Milne played that
Nice,
so
yeah.
well. And that was all set up. There was a shot about 2 or 3 shots ago where he returned with a floaty backhand dink to Podgaita and really jammed him up.
Mm-hmm.
Such a smart play.
Nice. I'm really impressed by all 4 players on this court right now, Dylan. I think it's been a great gold medal match.
Yeah, good spectacle. The crowd enjoying it too. Quite a few people watching this one live. Floated it. I've taken the lead.
Right. Right, that's a really important side out. Let's see what the team can do with this. Yes, very nice. Very nice. I think Jamie's a little bit disconnected from the game right now, so I think that was apt that Dean took over. He felt confident in that.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Ben hit behind Podgaita, especially if he's playing in the middle of that court. Oh, here we go. They've responded. Timeout as a result.
Timeout.
On a game point to force a game 3, 10-9-1.
nail-biting stuff here at the Beanley Tennis and Pickleball Centre.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring up a picture for our viewers at home. So David Swartz has done all of the animations and logos for the Grand Slam series. I don't know if that's supposed to be Tony Sutton, our tournament director. She does rock the glasses. Maybe that's Kylie Dunn.
Oh, I think that's Tony.
So if it's not Tony, we're going to have to come up with a nickname for the Grand Slam series.
I'm confident that's Tony with that ponytail.
All right, the fellas are back on. I like the idea of a tournament having a mascot. Put away.
We've still got another chance for second server. Jamie Sutton to serve. 10-9-2.
Luke Milne.
It's the smackdown.
Tweener attempt, unsuccessful. That's just a momentum shift there that got called out. Well done, Ben. Hit it on the roof. So that was crucial there to force the tie. They didn't get it, so well played for Podgaita and Sarton.
They get another chance here to equal the match and go into a third set. Not to be that time.
Third game.
Third game. Sorry.
We're picky here in the commentary booths today.
I know.
As it does not matter, as the third game has been confirmed. Well played, Podgaita and Sarton.
Very well played.
Yeah, they've dug deep, and we are going to a game 3.
How exciting, ladies and gentlemen.
Fitting that our final game of the day is a third gamer, a 3G.
We can see just in the bottom of the camera there. Can we see? Yes, we can see Luke and Ben having a chat. I'd say probably leaving that particular game behind and looking for the third game.
Yeah, they have to reset. And keep in mind, viewers, as it is a game 3, the gentlemen will rotate at 6. Beautiful afternoon now.
It's lovely.
Just dropped a little bit. Still a little bit humid. Good ice cup weather.
Still got a couple of matches going on down the back there with the 50 plus. That's what I love about pickleball, DK, is a game for all ages, isn't it?
Yep, easily the most inclusive sport I've played.
Yeah, agreed.
Doesn't matter your age or athletic ability.
I would say just to my left side here, I think we've got probably a 70 plus division.
Who's over there?
Yeah, I'd say there's going to be 70 plus over there. But forget about that. We're back into the open men's gold medal match final. We are one game each, and this is the third and final game to decide the winner of the Australian Masters 40 plus open men's doubles championships.
Do you prefer serving first or receiving first?
I did like serving first, but after spending some quality time with Coco over the past month, strategically she said probably best to receive. That way you have two opportunities. As we know, starting server only gets one serve. So if you can get that serve back, you've got an opportunity to get two serves.
That's fair. Yeah, everyone has their own little rituals and things they follow with this game. Like on the Dinks Up podcast, talking to Herman and Ari, his big one is his socks. Has to, what does he do again? Is it his socks? He has to like pull his socks up or have them a certain way.
Okay.
And if he doesn't do that, then he just feels off. Very superstitious young man, Mr. Inari.
I have to wear earrings.
Okay. I have a routine for commentary.
And what's that?
I'll let this rally finish off and then I'll... So I start my day with one bowl of cornflakes, and then I do jaw and tongue exercises for. I'm joking. I don't do any of that. No. The main thing is if I do a big show match, I like to listen to music beforehand, or I listen to other very high-ranking commentators in their highlight plays. It's always a good headspace to get into. Swing and a miss, score still live. Oof.
Oh,
Jeez. Sheer velocity. Have you got any of your highlight commentary plays saved?
no, I don't.
You're so humble.
I tend to not listen, to be honest.
Pot guy to sounding like a seagull then. Mine. I'm in the same boat. I get sent things that I say and they're usually all stupid things.
You gotta love your friends, don't you?
Is that what we call them?
Yeah. Who needs enemies when you got friends like that, right?
No, it all means well. Like I mentioned earlier that Jess tagged me in a thing because I named her as the Masters captain when she's the Challenger captain.
Jess Christie? Oh no, Jess Hughes.
Yeah.
Oh, ball goes long.
Jamie, big grin on his face. Podgaita was very clear with his instruction there. I haven't seen Jess Christie on the courts for a while.
No, she's NPLing, I think.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year,
she got a NPL Challenger, I want to say. It's gone long, 1 point in it.
I think she got engaged at the end of last year, so that's
Yeah.
taking up a bit of time now.
Yeah. Life comes first. Not everyone can travel the world like us, Jay. Their loss.
Oh, gee, there's been some great rallies in this match, hasn't there?
Yeah, it's been a real hard-fought battle as we have a tie game at 4 apiece. And these two are real bursty, Milne and Dawson. They just go and get a bunch of points in quick succession, make that 3 in a row. And there is an old analogy that if they score 3 points, call a timeout. And that might be something that could be beneficial for Sarden and Podgaita, as they seem to be lumping a large amount of points in quick succession.
Yep, good player communication there by Dean, letting Jamie know to leave that one.
That brings up the 6-4 in the rotation.
Whilst the teams grab a drink, I believe they're allowed 1 minute and changeover. Have a drink, discuss a little bit of strategy. I must say Mill and Dawson look pretty cool and calm at the moment.
Yeah, just chilling. I think they're not uncomfortable,
No.
which obviously if you're playing doubles or any format really, that should be your goal. Make your opposition move. We were talking about dead dinking earlier. That's a good example of what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2-point lead. Pointy end of the stick. Who will take home the medal?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, kitchen position.
Yep.
Utilised well. Oh, it was there. This is what I'm talking about, flow state. They've just... They were, what, 2 points down at 2-4, and now it's 8-4.
You know, sometimes in doubles, Dylan, we can target perhaps one of the players that mightn't be feeling as great or playing as well, but you can't split hairs with Milne and Dawson. They're both just fantastic players.
Yeah. And quite a similar play style.
Yep. Right, so no points on that side out for Sarton and Potgetter there.
Yeah, and that one stings,
Yep,
especially considering the momentum.
yep.
Patience. Patient pickleball from Dawson and Milne. Nothing silly.
Time for a timeout, I think.
Yeah, well, they need to reassess because at the moment Dawson and Milne are just cruising along.
Absolutely.
Oh, what a shot. And there it is, the one, you know, 50-50 shot results in an outball. Don't have to do anything silly. Yeah, a bit of impatience there from Melbourne. And a lot of people do try and end the game quickly.
Sure. That's why sometimes that offensive timeout when you're at game point, nerves can get in the way. Or like you said, you're wanting to finish the match really quickly. Sometimes it's good to take that breather and just reevaluate where you're at, knowing that you're in front, knowing that you've only got 1 point to finish the match.
Yeah, I mean, I call it the 10-point hump.
Yeah.
We have so many players that get stuck on 10 and they can't finish the match.
Yep. Podgetter and Sarton are really getting frustrated right now. I just wish they could hear me and take a time out to reevaluate things. Because they're a fantastic team. They've played some really great pickleball this afternoon. Yeah. That's not coming back.
That's easy for Milne. And they are within arm's reach of this gold medal.
9-5-1. Not to be that time. I do love the way that Milne and Dawson, they just move together seamlessly through to the kitchen. It's very lovely to watch. Ooh. Jamie's not going to be happy with that one.
And that brings up a game point situation and a gold medal with it. 10-5-2.
Not to be that time. I've seen comebacks like this before.
Yep. Yeah, they happen quite frequently.
That's long. Oh, that's a crucial time, isn't it?
Yeah, they haven't had much luck on the offensive end. It's really hurting.
We're at match point again, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Game to Milne and Dawson.
And gold to Milne and Dawson. Well played, and the silver medal has been locked up by Podkaiser and Sarton, which I imagine we'll see them feature tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, that is the end of our broadcast here at Beanley, ladies and gentlemen. We do have our mixed events tomorrow as well. Jay, you'll be jumping in the booth again?
I will. What a day, Dylan. Highlight for me was Johnson's ATP.
Yeah, that was outrageous.
That was outrageous. I'm definitely going home this afternoon and looking at that on the replay.
Yeah, no, it was a terrific shot, and it's been a fun day all round. So we will close down the things, ladies and gentlemen, as we get waving. Are they telling me we have one more?
They are telling us we have one more.
All right. Tony, you are very lucky I didn't push that big button. Hold on to your seat, ladies and gentlemen. We do have one more match. We'll mute and we'll get our scorecards ready live here at Beanley. Welcome back, everyone. We have our next gold medal here for the Men's Open 50-plus division. This will be 3 games to 11, win by 2, with the gentleman rotating at 6.
Just when you thought it was all over,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we're back with a doozy.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. With closest to camera, we have the combination of Gooch and Hosking, and they are taking on Martinovic and Buckhorn.
Martinovic and Buckhorn, again, a very seasoned partnership.
Yes.
They've been on the scene for some time. Phil from the Gold Coast and Paul from northern New South Wales, I believe.
Yeah, I've actually versed Phil on these very courts. Way back when
Scary thought.
way back when I used to play and run sessions here at Beenleigh, Phil and I would go toe to toe. Very good.
Very good indeed. And 2 gentlemen of the sport. I've never heard them say a bad word against anyone. Lovely men.
I actually liked that these two are playing together too, because I do recall there was a couple of tournaments where they didn't team up together, and now it's like, no, we got the band back together.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah,
The
it's
band's
cute.
back together. Yeah, I'd definitely take the opportunity myself to play mixed with any of these 2 gentlemen. Very good players. Now, Dylan, can you just explain the stacking? Oh, gone long.
Well, let's talk about stacking in general, what it is, as an education piece for our viewers. So the purpose of stacking is so that one of your teammates has their forehand in the middle of the court. That's a terrific drive. Their forehand in the middle of the court at all times. So in this instance, we can see Buckhorn's moving to the right side. So they're doing a double stack, or what we refer to as a double stack, where he will have his forehand in the middle at all times. He cops a ball there. We'll see if they do it on the offensive end. If they do, it should mean that Martinovic will shuffle across. No.
No.
They're doing a defensive stack. Do not see a defensive stack often. Oh. Okay, Paul. Phil, sorry. Buckhorn.
Phil Buckhorn in the house.
Yeah, right in the corner. Sheesh. Wicked sense of humour, Buckhorn. I remember way back, I did an event in Noosa. I got to sit down with him and have dinner.
Partner Karen O'Grady, lovely Karen O'Grady.
Yeah. I'm talking like this was one of the first tournaments in Australia way back.
That was a lovely drop there, right at the feet of Derek Gooch.
Yeah, he was the last pick in the Masters. Blows my mind that Derek was picked so late.
Well, there's a lot of men that weren't picked in that. There was a very hard pool to choose
A lot of
from.
ladies that weren't picked as well, Jay. 4-2-2.
Let's see if experience can prevail here. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we have three games. We will be going to 11. Should we go into a third, we'll be changing ends at 6. Nice bit of shade coming over onto the Beenleigh courts here.
Beenleigh always has beautiful afternoons. I recall doing a couple of the afternoon evening sessions here, and the sunsets you get. All the courts are purple. It's beautiful.
Oh, lovely at the feet there.
I imagine we're going to go toe-to-toe this entire time. Big Derek Gooch. We were talking about South Africans earlier. I believe it was Darren's partner, Shelley, earlier. I actually walked past to go and visit our bistro that we've mentioned a couple of times today.
We've had a few visits to the bistro, haven't we?
And Shelley was a little bit zonked. She was watching one of the matches with great interest. I dared not interrupt. We have a timeout here. With a 6-4. What a
So,
response.
Martinovic and Buckhorn, they just really need to work out how they're going to face the Gooch drive.
Yep.
Because that's pretty much his best shot, and he will do it time and time again. So if they work out how to block that drive.
I think it's pretty simple. Just no returns down the middle of the court.
Yep.
I'd be aiming for those corners. Both of these gentlemen, too, with Martinovic and Buckhorn, are known to apply a little bit of slice on the ball as well. So I'd be potentially aiming for a bit of a slice return just to make things uncomfortable for Darrett.
Yep. And obviously hitting at Darrett's feet as well.
Yes, well,
Yep.
it's so tall.
Yep.
Once again, make him uncomfortable.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, and that's a side out.
Now, interesting enough, Dylan, in the round robin match, Darrett and Gooch won 11-4 against this pairing of Paul and Phil. Nice speed up.
Yeah, well orchestrated. Buckhorn just took his time, got the pop-up and an easy, fast backhand down to the feet. We were talking about low shots earlier.
Look at those two, cool as a cucumber down that side.
Who are you referring to?
Phil and
Paul.
Phil
yeah,
and Paul there. Yeah, cool. I think that ball just landed in. Yeah. Lovely third shot drop there, and then set that up for Paul to put away.
I've recognised a bit of a bad habit here for Darrett.
What have you got?
And I know he's going to listen to this later and be like, shut up, Dylan.
Oh, will he? Yeah, go on.
So, what he does when he's on the receiving end but not the receiver is he turns his head and watches the ball in flight.
Maybe it's a good thing he listens to this then.
Yeah, if you wanted to nasty Nelson someone, Darrett's not a small man. If he's
Are
not-
you saying the target's quite big?
Well, I'm just saying, if he's not watching you, it's easy. Oh, pick up.
Oh, what a pickup.
And the thing is, like, because Darrett knows I mean well with this, because now he's in, he's getting into the pro space. Pros will take advantage of that,
Yep.
especially when there's prize money on the line.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yep, pop up, put away, well played.
Oh, yeah, Mike Newell will be all over that, wouldn't he? Tech T.
Yeah, there's plenty of players. We saw a couple ladies earlier that would do it. We have Sonia Bailey standing there, she'll do it as well.
That's Sonia Bailey. You've got to watch out for her.
She knows what ice cups are, so Sonia's in my good book.
Oh. 8-6-2. So it's still a close match. Oh, that's nice. Right on the sweet spot there.
So we'll see if Darrett does it here.
Okay.
So, because this is, if you're going to nasty Nelson someone, this is the side to do it. Okay, he watched it then. Well done, Darrett.
Yeah, if those balls are being popped up to Martinovic and Buckhorn, they're going to put it away all day.
Yep.
And, this is, I know that Darrett hasn't been playing that long. I'm not sure about David, how long he's been playing, but because Phil and Paul have been playing for many, many seasons, they've got experience behind them there and realising how to put the ball into a position where they can gain a pop-up and then put the ball away. Oh, that was very nice, David.
Nearly a carry there anyway for Atinovich, and I think I am curious how long Gooch and Hosking have played together.
I
It's a
know
lovely
they're from
shot.
the same club. I think they're from Moreton.
Yeah, the Moreton Bay region.
Yep.
Repping it well. But I do think the because when you're versing such an experienced duo of Buckhorn and Atinovich, your patterns get found out quickly. Like these two are very comfortable playing together. Things like that, right? Straight down the middle, a lot of teams, one of the players would go for it.
Lovely serve. Paul Martanovic supporting the, wearing the hammer hat there. Shout out to Andy Horridge if he's listening from Western Vipers captain. That's his pickleball paddle.
Yeah, I wonder where he is.
He's back in Australia.
Okay.
Yep.
Travels a lot, the young man does.
That's a good leave. Eight, 8-1. Good defence.
Gooch has one of the fastest serves in pickleball. So much so that I'd almost like to see him against like a Tom Evans or Zach Grubovic. He's in that category with how much pace he gets on it. Mark Taylor's very pedantic on his illegal service actions, but Darrett's is usually pretty good.
That was very classy. Phil Buckhorn, that was beautiful. Lovely backhand volley down the line.
I just love these two. They just look so unfazed.
Yeah.
This is a gold medal match. I'd be right.
Do you know what? They're groovers. Would you agree?
Just they go at their own pace.
That's it. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely dink there by David.
The bistro staff have been flat out bringing food out all afternoon. There's a wonderful thing here about playing at Beanley. Food and beverages right there available.
Yeah, what a venue. It's just fabulous. 9-8-1. All important points here.
Game point. Well played.
Yeah, nice.
Great poach. Eye-line formation works. And game one has been locked up by Hosking and Gooch. Well played, gentlemen.
Close game. Close game.
As expected. Just the raw firepower of these two. Too strong in the end. And those close ones are rough to lose in a game one situation because it'll enter the mind and you've got to bounce back in a positive fashion. Sun's slowly starting to set here in Beanley. We've had a wonderful day of pickleball.
Clouds are almost gone. We can see some blue sky.
Yeah. Nice way to spend your afternoon here in Beanley. Plenty of pickleball to be had tomorrow as well.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, mixed action's so much fun.
I've had a look at some of the lineups and it's pretty interesting teams formed. A few new formations.
What immediately comes to mind?
Well, what have we got? I saw Colleen McMillan playing with Luke Milne, which is they haven't played together.
That's going to be a nightmare to commentate. McMillan.
McMillan and Milne.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting duo. They'll be playing in the open division. What else have we got? Brad Kluss and Jen Rammermurphy. I think the band's back together
The
there.
old PAA group.
Yeah, I think,
Look out.
Yeah, I think the band's back together there. They've had some success in the Masters before. All right, we're back to it, ladies and gentlemen. We have the second game, and it's side out already. Hoskins and Gooch won the first game. Martinovic and Buckhorn will be pulling something out of a hat here.
Service on the wide side. Darren's asked the question.
Oh.
Confirmed in.
Yep, was just on the line.
That's why you have a referee.
I'm sure Phil will be going back to the...
Oh, I don't know. Phil doesn't seem too perturbed.
no.
Oh,
no.
You might be after that.
You just can't help that, can you?
No.
There's nothing you can do. Yep, that one definitely long.
Yeah, but Darrett's one of those players. We were talking about power serving earlier. The opportunity to make an easy point or an easy setup for a point is worth the risky serve. They're combining quite well, Hosking and Gooch. Right-hander, left-hander combination. Very strong prowess in the middle of the court.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed by David Hoskins' play. He seems to be dropping and doing all the right right-hand side player moves.
Well, he's a right-side player, but with the offensive capability of having forehand in the middle.
Yep.
So he's playing a defensive right-side role, knowing full well that if it does creep across, he can attack, which is a good example here.
Well, you know, that lefty-righty combination, left-handed, right-handed, I'm quite in favour of that. My first pickleball partner, Casey Smith. Hi, Casey, if you're listening. She was a lefty, and, yeah, I really enjoyed playing with her.
Geez, what a gun Casey is.
Yeah.
Nice drop.
On and off the court, just a lovely lady.
Yep. Well, you talk about Cole McMillan earlier. I always thought that Casey and Cole had a very similar play style.
Shot in the net.
Poach.
Oh.
The nets have been evolved thus far.
A few knee braces happening on the far side of the court there.
Yeah, I recall when Darrett would come to my sessions at Redcliffe and he'd play singles. He's like, mate, this is brutal. But he's now he's in the Masters. There's always a possibility of a dream breaker.
There is. And you have to play singles, don't you?
Darrett's pretty handy on the singles court. Yeah, well left.
Yeah, nice lead.
Slow start here to our game two, sorry.
It's caught on the hop there. Paul not happy with himself. Big serves. We all know that Darrett's got one, but David's got a pretty handy serve as well.
Yep.
Again, a couple of cheeky little points off some serves.
Yeah, and they're so handy. We often talk about the strategy of first server, second server.
Mm-hmm.
So as Hoskin is currently the first server, it means he can play a little bit more aggressive with his serve, knowing full well that his partner will come in for the second service. We have a timeout here on the side of Martinovic and Buckhorn, but I do think that service strategy is not really utilised much in any scene but the opens.
Mm-hmm.
I've always promoted that if you are the first serve, that's when you do your big serves.
Yeah, sure. Risk versus reward, isn't it?
Well, you just have a second opportunity. Some players, like we mentioned Jen Rammer-Murphy earlier, she teaches to just be very simple with your service. Just get it in.
Just get it in, yeah.
Yeah. And the old discussion point of no one wins off their serve, well, I think that's changed.
We were discussing that earlier, weren't we? Yeah.
Paddle technology's changed, ball technology has changed. So now players like the likes of Darrett Gooch, they can rip a very fast service within the rules of the game.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that concludes the timeout. Six, 2-1. On a bit of a flow here is Hoskins and Gooch. And it's just all David Hoskins' way. He can't do a thing wrong at the moment. He's seeing a lot of the ball, but he's not perturbed by that at all.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of right-hand and left-handed combination. It doesn't matter if he's getting a lot of it. It's still on his preferred side.
Look at that. Yeah, that's marvellous.
I think the strategy here for Martinovic and Buckhorn needs to change and start hitting the backhands.
Yes.
At the moment, they're delivering a lot of returns down the middle of the court.
You'll notice Gooch will, just too good, too strong. Gooch will run round to that forehand quite often.
Yeah, I'd be delivering long, deep backhands. And if it gets to a kitchen, slow it down. We haven't seen many dinks in this match. All of these returns are in the middle of the court. And the one that goes to his backhand results in an error.
Yeah, there you go. Paul's having a big smile on his face there. David's a bit upset with himself, but he shouldn't be. He's been playing so well.
And you got a 6-point lead.
Yeah. Now, Darrett hasn't touched the ball for a little bit there, so sometimes when, you are isolated and then you're suddenly back in the game,
And
it's
do
easy
cool
to
down.
make mistakes.
Yep. Oh,
Ooh,
Darrett.
did he hurt himself? Oh, he's broke his
Broke
paddle.
his paddle. And I think his paddle fell in the kitchen anyway, so it'll be technically a kitchen fault. As that'll be an equipment timeout, I believe. No. Equipment timeout, yep. It's almost like I know the rules.
Have you've done this before, Dylan?
I've had some wild equipment timeouts in the past. I remember doing Gold Coast Grand Slam at KDV. We had equipment timeouts for our para players.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't recall exactly what occurred. Yeah, it might have been the tyres that the gentlemen were using, or I think there was a different reason.
I think I've done one before where my glasses broke and I needed to change my glasses and have an equipment timeout. But that's all within the rules. Big swing.
Poach. That is very close to a bird.
Right.
We talked about birds earlier, so that is the optimum time to do a bird, actually, what Buckhorn just tried.
Well, I think that Buckhorn may be the big 6-0 even. So that's amazing athleticism for a man his age.
6-0 rated player.
Yeah.
He's a superstar. But the stars are aligned at the moment for the combination of Hosking and Gooch. They can do no wrong.
Yep, 9-3-1. Phil should know that's coming.
Yeah, goal point here. Just the returns in the middle of the court are really benefiting Gooch and Hosking currently.
There you go.
And medal secured. Gooch and Hosking have taken it overall. Martinovic and Buckhorn locking in the silver medal. Thank you to our official Mark Taylor for calling this game, and thank you for jumping in the booth, Jay.
Yeah, no worries. Well, fair play to David Hoskins there, man of the match. I think he did very well.
Yep, performed his role to perfection. As we are going to close down our broadcast here at Beenleigh. Aussie Masters 40 Plus mixed action will kick off tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock in the morning for our viewers at home. Remember, you can catch all the footage on the Pickleball Tournaments Australia Facebook and YouTube channels. A lot of fun to be had tomorrow. I look forward to bouncing into it. We'll see you tomorrow. And the fun will commence once more. Thank you, everyone, and have yourselves a lovely evening.
See you later, DK. See you tomorrow.